On this episode of the Third Gallant Podcast,
Do we get capes at some point?
We can.
We can get capes.
after burning down the house,
Did you build a function in your stronghold?
Nope.
No. Did you
What
activate?
about burning down a function of our stronghold?
You lose 1 XP.
No.
and meeting the locals.
We were unjustly and unprovoked being assaulted by a demon.
You found a castle.
The friend makers are now face to face with a spider demon.
Something tells me tentacles aren't here to talk.
I hate it whenever you say that.
Things are about to get hairy.
Bottle cap, 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 bottle cap.
Bottle cap. Oh, he almost died.
Now,
Oh, there's no place like
Don't do this. Don't do this. I hate Christmas music before Christmas.
Oh, your holiday.
It's gonna be stuck in my head for the rest of the day.
Well, Halloween is done and over, so, by some people's standards, it's time to break out that box of
Not
festive
until
goodness
I
from the
eat
attic.
turkey.
Christmas is here.
Not until I eat turkey.
You can eat turkey
No.
But what if you have turkey, like,
on a
for Halloween?
sandwich. Or just go to the store.
No. I absolutely despise Christmas eclipsing my favorite holiday, which is Thanksgiving.
I used to be the same way, but I love Christmas and I want more of it. Jacob, do you feel differently about Christmas before Thanksgiving?
I'm just one of those people that I love Christmas all year round.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Like Halloween is one of my favorite holidays, but I just really like Christmas songs. So I like them until about halfway through December because they're everywhere at that point.
Yeah.
It is a little annoying at
If
that
I
point.
hear them too early, I can't make it through December before I get tired of them because
Yeah.
it's basically always the same songs.
I
Yeah.
just don't like Christmas all that much.
Yeah, I know. I've been trying to convert you for a while now. Last year, I put so much effort in.
Oh my God.
I
So,
really went out of my way.
Derek,
Christmas is fun.
Derek got me a Switch and he woke me up early. What was it? Like 2 days before Christmas because
Yeah.
we were going up to your parents.
Yeah.
And he was like, Drow, look outside. And he had planted fake snow with a boot print in it. And I went, oh my God, we've been burglared.
Keep in mind,
We've been burgled.
we don't live on the first floor.
We live on the, I don't.
So, we were significantly off the ground, and this is on our balcony. And so they're like, oh, someone has climbed up with snow on their boots, and it hasn't snowed that year.
Derek was so excited about this.
I was.
I remember.
I had wrapped the Switch and a game for it in nice matching wrapping
You did
paper.
beautiful
I
wrapping
put
paper.
these the name tags on it that looked like, what is it, postal labels or whatever, shipping
Yeah.
labels, and to Drow from Santa. It was amazing, and it had little fake snow sprinkled all on top of it right next to the door where it was supposed to come in. And yeah, it was just 10 minutes of, oh my God, we've been broken into. Didn't
We've
quite
been
go
robbed.
how I expected.
I'm probably just jaded because of the Porky Pig incident.
The Porky Pig incident.
You see, I'll Have a Blue Christmas is entirely ruined
Oh no.
because while I was on my way driving through the Midwest, we hit the edge of a blizzard and no, quit.
I'll have a blue.
Stop now. I actually feel my heart palpitations. But so we're riding through the Midwest, hit the corner of a blizzard, and the signs always say road slippery when wet, and we hit some black ice patches, and one of the worst bits, the car starts to drift to the side, and I hear Porky Pig singing I'll Have a Blue Christmas in the background.
no.
And my thought was, dear God, please don't let this be the last thing I hear.
I'm going to die listening to this terrible
I'm gonna
song.
die hearing Porky Pig.
The song I like Christmas music a lot. I used to be the same way where I didn't want to do anything Christmas related till after Thanksgiving because I did and still do like Thanksgiving a lot. The reason I've kind of moved past that is because I'm older and time goes so quickly now, and I want more Christmas time. So I'm fine to start
My
early. But the song that really pisses me off, because it used to come on the radio all the goddamn time, was Little Drummer Boy or versions of it. It just irritates me.
Too repetitive.
To no end.
There was one that was done by like a popular Christian rock band where it's not like pa-rum-pa-pum, it's like pum-pum-rum-pa-pum, and I fucking hated that one.
No, you know which one I hate? I hate Santa Baby. There was like 2 or 3 years ago,
Listen.
it was all they would play.
Any song you hear 10 times a day, every single day, is a hated song.
At least Eartha Kitt had a nice voice. There is nobody that has done Little Drummer Boy that has not been just like,
The song itself,
I'm not done. You know,
Oh, man.
You need to stop.
so you know how in Disney movies, like Disney Channel movies specifically, there will be the mean girl who sings this really pop song,
Of course, always.
and then like there'll be the slow song that wins the talent show or whatever. Those people always do Little Drummer Boy.
Yeah.
Where is the fun? Where is the pizzazz?
That's a lot of that's just a lot of Christmas songs too. A lot of Christmas songs are in that key or they're slow, solemn, and I'm just like, I want to have fun.
Do you know what I want?
Hot chocolate.
No, not right now. But you know how older metal bands used to have those drum sets that were in the cage that rolled?
Yes.
I want that, but Little Drummer Boy.
Yeah.
I just like to listen to Trans-Siberian Orchestra or Mannheim Steamroller Christmas music.
or August Burns Red's Carol of the Bells. Like,
Or just Trans-Siberian
Yeah.
Orchestra,
no,
Carol of the Bells.
have you heard August Burns Red's Carol of the Bells, like the metal version?
Don't know who that is.
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
good. It is phenomenal. Honestly, so my favorite like Christmas music, because we played it, well, there's a couple different things. We used to play like a Bing Crosby album, putting up decorations on as a kid. So that one still has a dear place in my heart. But my favorite by far is Reliant K. Oh. The band that's not really around anymore, but it used to be when I was like in middle school, high school, what I listened to a lot. They have a really good Christmas album.
Yeah.
Like, stunningly good.
Yeah.
It's
that's fair.
surprisingly good.
Bruise Your Han. Is that it? Deck the Halls.
Deck the Halls, Bruise Your Hand was their first one. I think their second one, which was a lot of those that were just redone and then a few new ones, it's better, is Let It Snow Baby, Let It Rain Dear.
Ugh.
It is phenomenal. We went to see them in concert when I was like 13 and they like were releasing it because it was like November whenever we went, and I got to hear it, and I've loved it ever since. This wasn't new to that album, but their version of the 12 Days of Christmas is so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Their version of...
That's the pep. It has the pep that I was talking about.
I gotta go look at this album. Hold on, because I cannot remember it. My memory's terrible.
I've worked in retail for the last few years.
So
I've been
you're jaded.
every morning while working, I get to hear all the Christmas songs, and I can say with certainty that the one I hate the most right now is not in fact Santa Baby. It's the one that's Last Christmas I Gave You My Heart.
that one's bad too. That's in the top 5.
And I hate it because I just feel like the person singing the song is not very smart. Because they gave their heart away last Christmas, and apparently they decided it was not to give it to someone special. They had to lose it in order to learn to give it to someone special.
Was the first person not special?
No, because
if they weren't special, why the fuck did they care so much?
It's the very next day he gave it away. So this year, to save me from tears,
No, you're gonna
I'll give
get
it
stuck
to
in my
someone
head.
special. So I'm just like, why not give it to someone special last year, huh?
I would like to propose the idea that it's just their cat.
See, I was always just thinking it was their actual heart and like that nice, like fairy tale way, because that's how I like to visualize things.
Gory.
Well, no, just like think once upon a time, you know, nice
Just pull out that
crystalline
glowing
heart.
red heart.
Okay.
So, you know, not gory fairy tale, more Disney.
Have I told you guys about the gory Christmas zombie apocalypse musical?
No, I don't want to know about this goriness.
This sounds straight out of the year 2008, and I'm already over it.
I think I have heard you talk about this before because I
think
want
it's
to come
called
up
Anna and the Apocalypse.
Yes.
Yes.
I swear to God, if this came out in 2008, I
It's
will laugh.
very weird, but boy, There are a few songs in it that just fucking slap.
It is 2017. Wow. I thought we were done with zombies by like 2012.
Oh no, we'll never
No,
be done with
zombies-
zombies.
zombies stick
'cause they're
around.
fun.
Well, you remember that phase of like popular culture
Yeah.
where zombies
Everything
were
was a zombie.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't 2007 whenever Call of Duty didn't actually do zombies? Wasn't that whenever it had like the alien one?
No, that was 20.
My goodness,
13.
we devolved.
That was
our
2013
conversation.
with Ghosts.
that was Ghosts.
Yeah.
We started with Christmas music and landed on zombies.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
This is how our conversations work normally.
Yeah.
True that.
This is operating
True that.
as normal.
Just sometimes it blows my mind from Christmas to zombies.
Rampant, flagrant ADHD.
So I watched Anna and the Apocalypse last year in November while I was talking to Ethan, and it was like 3 a.m. whenever I was doing this, and I was eating a cold leftover burrito bowl from Chipotle.
That sounds bad.
I know Jacob's muttering to himself, the whore, him with the hands.
With those hands.
And I was sort of like just live tweeting to him, except it was on Discord. I was just keeping him updated. Right at the end, there was a jump scare, and he went, "Drow, it's been like 10 minutes. Why haven't you said anything?" And I was like, "I was picking rice out of my keyboard, Ethan." I am a very jumpy and flighty person.
Speaking of Christmas movies, ignoring the Die Hard argument, did you guys grow up watching the great claymation like Christmas
Every
movies?
single
yes.
year.
Okay.
And the Snow Miser and Heat Miser are my childhood of Christmas.
Those have
so
the songs
good.
that I actually like.
Yes. I recently got a VHS player from my parents,
Oh man,
and it's wonderful.
that on VHS.
But they gave up a lot of their collection, I think, when they gave away like their old tube TV and whatnot. So I didn't get to get those, but thankfully I have them digitally, I think. But man, I was able to go to the thrift store and find a How the Grinch Stole Christmas VHS, the Jim Carrey one, which is one of my favorite Christmas movies as a kid.
You want to get me excited about Christmas stuff? Talk about children's programming Christmas movies. Then I get excited because I love those.
So here's let's go around the room. Favorite claymation Christmas movie? I'll save mine for last. Let's start with you, Kat.
What's the one that has the Heat Miser and the Snow Miser? Because that's my favorite.
The Year Without a Santa Claus.
That's my favorite. Except I hate the blue Christmas song. I just want to hear the Snow Miser and the Heat Miser.
Yeah, fast forward through that part.
Yeah.
Jacob.
Do you like any of them?
I'm sorry, but I mean, they're all right, but I never loved them like other people
You're
do.
a bitch.
What's your substitute then?
If you were to ask me my favorite children's Christmas movie, my first thought when you mentioned favorite movie was The Toy That Saved Christmas. VeggieTales.
Okay, that's all right.
I mean, that was just my favorite claymation. If you go
Oh my
outside of
God.
claymation,
All right,
have a different.
ignoring bad take. Drow.
Buzzsaw movie was great.
Hold on. No. I can take... It's a good movie.
I want to defend this, if only because they said this looks like a job for somebody with hands, and
Exactly.
then they just looked at each other so
Silence.
unfortunately.
Like the comedy is gold.
But you may continue because it's not claymation. I understand.
It is not. So
Honestly, I am torn between Year Without a Santa Claus and Rudolph. Both of them are just so cute, and they all seem to be the same universe.
yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
My least favorite one out of all of those, though, is like the Christmas in July one.
Oh no, that one kind of sucks.
yeah.
Because Rudolph looks bad. Clarice is just a picture. Where the fuck is she?
But I find it amusing that they managed to convince people in that town that the reindeer is a dog with brown socks on its head. That I find amusing.
That's Year Without a Santa Claus, right?
Yeah, that's Year Without a Santa Claus.
Part of it, anyway.
The Christmas in
They all
July one
mesh
is
in my
whenever
head.
he joins a circus.
Oh no, that one I've only seen like twice and it does suck.
It's
There's one with a New Year's baby and it sucks too.
Oh, yeah.
Technically speaking, I suppose I could say Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's
yeah, I guess.
You shut up. It's both a Halloween and a Christmas movie.
It's a weird mix.
Fight me.
I'll allow it, but like it's weird.
Yeah.
It's,
Okay.
It's not very clearly one or the other.
But
It's
if you
kinda
go
both.
outside of claymation ones, I like the Flintstones Christmas Carol.
Oh, you know what? Another good Christmas movie is the original Santa Claus.
Oh yeah. I
also got that on VHS.
You know,
from
the
thrift
second
store.
one
That's a fun
wasn't
one.
bad if I remember correctly.
No,
I
the
can't
third one was
remember
where it fell off the
very
rails. The
well,
second
though.
one, when he gets a wife, is actually pretty good.
Yeah, the second one was fine, but the first one is special.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think that the second one was whenever I first started feeling secondhand cringe, like embarrassment.
Yeah.
Because, oh God, what was it?
I lived that life.
She started singing, Man, I Feel Like a Woman Except Christmassy.
Oh, no.
Oh,
No,
God.
no. My skin is
Okay,
crawling.
you know
no.
what? I must not remember the movie very well then.
Oh man.
I think
no.
I blocked that part out.
Well, you know what I'm going to block out?
For 300 years.
300 years. There was no Christmas in Raven. No.
The blood mist blocked all of Christmas from Ravenland.
300 years, it was always winter, but Christmas
But
never
never
came.
Christmas.
We're doing the Chronicles of Narnia now. So
For 300
Not a
years,
Christmas
only
movie.
Rudolph could guide us through the blood mist.
For 300 years, the blood mist prevented all Christmases in Ravenland from straying far from the comfort of their hearts.
sure, that's good enough.
Yeah.
Now the mist is gone. Brave souls and cunning scoundrels now wander the cursed world, sealed away behind the iron lock to find their fortune in the Forbidden Lands. We have great openers. When we last left our intrepid band of friend makers,
We were unjustly and unprovoked being assaulted by a demon.
you found a castle where a supposed spider demon had laid up after consulting with some very brave and wise orcs.
The piss pants.
I don't like how
Why?
he
Bravery
says,
is not
I
an
don't like how
emotion.
he says supposedly.
You went to take out this spider demon thinking you could claim this fortress for yourself.
Well, to be fair, we still can if we live.
And your strategy for doing so was burn it to the ground, burn it all, burn every single thing.
That's what you do to
burn
spiders.
the main house to the ground.
Like an oven.
There are like 3 or 4 other buildings, sir.
And you thought you may have gotten away with it because you saw just a bit of it react harshly to the light being lit in from the roof. And you went away to let the whole building burn to the ground because fuck spiders, am I right?
Yeah,
And
Totally.
agreed.
you made camp, and it's now the evening quarter day. It's now dark because it's still spring, and spiders have swarmed your camp. And in the distance, out of the range of the firelight, you see, standing on 2 feet, this humanoid figure. I believe I described it with like
6 arms.
6 arms, 2 big glowing like multi-eyes, and just a mouth full of tentacles.
Delightful.
And that's what you saw. Even though the still burning remains of the mansion and the fortress are glowing in the distance, why don't we just draw some initiative cards?
We do need to do our experience.
You
though.
are absolutely right. I got so excited
Jacob
about
wants
this.
that XP so
I
bad.
don't. I forget so easily. I have to do that while I'm thinking about it.
You're right. We should do it now before we forget. So let's get through this really quick. Let's go through our XP checklist. Everyone ready?
Ready?
All right, did you participate in the game session?
Yes.
Yep.
Did you travel through at least one hex on the game map that you had not visited before?
Yes.
Did you discover a new adventure site?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you defeat one or more monsters?
Yes.
A ghost. Did you find a treasure, 1 gold or more?
Yes.
We got a gold.
Is being paid considered getting treasure? Yes.
say-
Let's move on.
I would say no, because the spirit of that is to find like treasure in like abandoned sites. and
Not to
whatnot.
earn it with a mundane job.
Plus, you already got an XP for the same task, which was defeating the ghost.
I've been robbed.
Yes. Okay. Did you build a function in your stronghold?
Nope.
No. Did you
What
activate?
about burning down a function of our strongholds?
You lose 1 XP.
No.
Did you activate your pride?
Nope.
No.
No.
Did you suffer from your dark secret?
Nope.
No.
Did you risk your life for another PC?
Oh no.
Not mine.
I would say
Well,
Kah'Hune.
Kah'Hune did. Yes.
Kah'Hune takes this one. Did you perform an extraordinary action of some kind?
I think burning down the entire main house to fight a demon is an extraordinary action.
On all our parts.
Yeah,
It was
seriously.
a work. It
We
was
were
a
creative.
teamwork.
That was quite a lot of rolls, so I'll give you all that one.
Yay!
5.
That's a lot of XP.
Yeah.
I didn't risk my life to save another character, but I did give Jacob my bottle cap to save Dreamin'.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
All right. So
that it was worth it.
Was that 5 XP?
yep.
Yes.
You and me, it's 5. That's me talking to Kat. And for Drow, that
Drow,
would
it's
be
6.
6.
Kah'Hune gets the risk
Now,
their life thing
DM.
very often.
How sure are we that this demon is attacking us and not just coming here to talk?
We're about to find out.
Something tells me tentacles aren't here to talk.
I hate it whenever you say that. We'll find out. Woo!
What I don't know. Hey, can I say that when we saw spiders swarming our campsite slowly and building webs, I drew my sword?
That's reasonable.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
And Kali basically lives with her bow in her hand.
That's reasonable.
Hey, that's
She
not a
sleeps with it next to
spider
her.
demon queen.
That's like
a
a
dragon.
dragon.
Yeah, because it's the default token.
That's dumb.
I was gonna be like, oh god, is this the human version of it? Have we just come across the world's most fucked up
Oh, there
dragon?
it is. I had to drag the map.
Oh yeah, Rock's here too.
All right. Yucks aside, let's go around and see who
Has
got what.
Rolk drawn?
I've
Yes.
got more.
Okay.
This is what's funny. I drew for the monster because I keep monsters and NPCs on different sides of my computer.
Yeah.
Monster got a 1. Rolk got a 10.
I was really worried you got the 1.
Yeah. So let's get started here. This is the top of round 1. So any sort of card swapping you guys want to do, go ahead and get it done.
Well, I've got 4.
I have 7.
I have 2 and I want to back up. I can't take a hit.
How close is this creature to us?
It is, if you look on the combat tracker, near from you.
I say it goes first no matter what, so we're going to have a rough time of it.
We're going to have a bad time.
Who wants to go first? I don't necessarily have to, because
mean-
no one's hurt and I have no willpower.
I got my bow. I can shoot from a distance. I
I'd
got
say
2.
Kah'Hune go first.
I can give it away if I need to.
Then Dreamin, then Callie.
I just don't want to get it up close to me.
Well, we have no choice. It's going to go first.
Let's let Derek go, and then we'll ascertain what
Well, you
to do
have
from
to
there.
pick-
No, we have to do it at the beginning of the
You
turn.
have to do it now.
This first round, I don't think it matters, so we could just go with whatever order we
Okay.
have.
Yeah. Okay, well then it's going to take its turn, and I actually rolled for what it was going to do,
As you should.
as I should.
Oh, look at that Fluffman.
Be.
I heard it.
We've been joined by our cat, Lafayette.
Yes, Mr. Gummy.
Loaf
Buddy.
doesn't have any teeth.
He does not. I don't know if you can jump in my lap right now. I gotta kill some player characters.
Do we have another chair that he could sit on?
Yeah, he wants to see this.
He likes death and
He
destruction.
wants to see this. That's
Okay,
All right.
speaking of what he's gonna see, boy, we cannot start combat to save our life. It is going to, its eyes look at all of you, all 4 of you, including Rolk, and just light up. And you see,
oh no.
in those dots, just it's almost like it's projecting images at you, and you just see you and your comrades dying and falling, being stabbed or burned in some horrible events.
Oh, crap.
This is a fear attack.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
So
I got my talent though.
let's get on to this. Let me roll that for you guys.
Yeah.
Can Kali even pass that?
Unless you have a specific talent, there's nothing.
No,
for
that's
you
her
to roll.
dark. That's her dark secret, though. Her fear of gore and her friends getting hurt.
Well, then you would suffer from it.
She's about to suffer.
That's an XP point.
Oof.
All right, so
that's
that
a lot of
is a
dice.
fear attack with 2 successes.
6 dice, I think.
7 dice, 2 successes. Now, some of you have a talent that lets you resist fear attacks.
The talent Fearless. Not even horrors that lurk in the Forbidden Land scare you. Rank 1, you can roll Insight as armor against fear attacks. Each success eliminates 1 success rolled on the fear attack.
All right, so anybody that has that can do it. Otherwise, you're going to take 2 points of damage to wits, which Rolk will have to do.
I will roll
I do
my
not have
3
that
dice
special
for
talent.
Insight. You can't push armor, can you?
You can't push armor, but is this the same thing as armor?
It is. You can roll Insight as an armor against
quotes.
fear attacks.
I'll allow you to push this one. Because it's like a will save where you're trying to resist, you know?
No, because here's why I would say you shouldn't. It's because if you get Banes, you'll get the damage from the thing as well as the Bane damage.
That's a good point.
So it's just not
Yeah.
I'll
worth.
still allow you to push it.
I am sorely tempted, but no, if I get a single Bane, I'll be unconscious or
Yeah.
fear thing. So no, pass.
All right.
Good sir. Ow.
All right, does anyone else have that talent?
No.
Heck no.
Okay, so you take your 2 points of damage to wits.
Oh, this is how we die.
And that's its turn.
And Klee is just shrieked.
All right, who goes next? That was 1.
I have 4.
2.
All right, then that'll be you, Kali.
You can back up. It didn't move to us.
Trembling in fear, she takes she goes back. We're at
Okay.
near, but I don't want to be anywhere near that.
Okay. So
I
you're
go
going to go
back.
back to, I forget what the next range increment beyond that is. Short.
Short.
It's not labeled here, but it's called
Okay,
short.
I believe that doesn't affect my shooting. Oh, no, that's my next rank. It will affect me as short.
Actually, I need to make a quick adjustment here. Kali, everyone else is already in range short.
Oh, wait, no, we're at short, not near?
You're already at short.
Oh, okay, well, I'll stay at short. I don't want to get too far.
I misread the range increment. You guys are already at short, and it did this fear attack from there. So
its fear attack had short range.
yeah, so for clarity, for those listening, near is a few steps away, like more than like 5 feet ish, you know. Short is up to 25 meters away, and that better describes the situation you're at because it's outside the range of your firelight.
Well,
right
then
now.
I'm not going to go up on my own,
Yeah.
so I'm just going to shoot.
That is
Can you catch your
unfortunate.
arrow on fire?
Am I allowed to do that? Because I was going to ask. Can I shoot a flaming arrow?
We are right beside the fire.
I'll even sacrifice an action to do it.
I will let you burn a fast action to do so, but you will take a -1 to attack.
I'll take that. I will take that. All right, so my bow. That is 8 dice. I got 4 successes.
Whoa! Wow!
I kind of really want to push it.
Do it. It might have natural armor.
I'm gonna push it.
Push it.
I got so many successes. There's so few chances for a bane.
Yeah, you're
pushing.
Not wrong. Go ahead and push it.
5 successes. No bane.
Okay,
Wow.
so
All right.
Kali is
Nice.
heckin' terrified.
Do you have a will point to push through its armor?
Unfortunately, I have no willpower.
it does have armor.
I was hoping to get willpower.
It does have armor, unfortunately. So let's do that real quick here.
But I do have 5 successes to try to get past it.
Yoink.
Oh my god.
It has quite a lot of armor, but it only has 1 success on its armor roll. So
Is this natural armor?
this is natural armor.
Dang it. All right.
We can't
So,
break natural armor.
You did 5 successes, but because of your bow's damage, it'll be 6 points of damage minus 1
Wait,
is
I thought
5.
we fixed my bow.
We did.
We did. We fixed my bow. It has damage too.
That's what he just said.
You have 5 successes.
Oh,
That's 6
I
points of
got it.
damage,
I
but
thought-
I'll knock off 1
I
just for the
thought
armor
you said my
success.
bow was damaged, and I was like, heck no.
No. So that was 8 dice I rolled, and I only got 1 success. Kali, describe your kill.
I shoot it right in the middle of the tentacle mouth,
Yeah.
and it goes out the back of its head.
Wow.
Legolas
Wow.
style.
Hold on a second. I gotta go get something here.
Wait, what?
Bottle cap, 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 bottle cap.
Bottle cap. Oh, he almost died.
It's like such a high.
It's getting closer.
You mean to tell me, is this even counted as a monster?
Yes.
It's a fucking demon.
Yeah, but it died so
I have
easily.
a question.
To
you did
5
5 points of damage.
Was it already damaged?
Do you want to go look at it as it falls to the ground and the spiders start scattering away into the night?
Yes, please.
But
Yeah.
Kali doesn't go up there. She just
She
stays
would
back,
be like,
pale as a sheet.
Holy crap!
If it would suit the party,
To be
Kah'Hune will
fair.
go and retrieve the body and bring it closer to the fire.
You killed it in one shot, but that was one hell of a shot. And your arrow was on fire.
I'm also so used to the monsters that we're facing having like half damage from regular physical attacks and stuff like that. I fully expected you to cut her damage in half.
It's been a long time since I've rolled that many successes. Let me have my moment, Jacob.
She would be like, holy crap, Callie.
As she's standing there like pale as a sheet, shaking.
That was a good
Panting.
shot.
It's dead, as it should be.
Good job.
So you look at the corpse, and you see, well, for one thing, as you like walk up to it, it's like the corpse is starting to dissolve into a puddle. But you can
gross.
clearly see that the tentacles and bits and pieces of it look kind of like it was burned, but not from fire.
Sunlight.
Yeah,
It
the
doesn't
sunlight.
look like it doesn't look like a fire kind of burn. It looks like bleached.
Was this like a fucked up vampire?
To peek behind the screen a little bit, this is actually not in the book. This is a demon that I generated. It didn't have a lot of strength to begin with. It only had 8. It had a weakness where it was sensitive to light, and that did damage to it. And I rolled for what you guys did by opening up those holes in the roof. And you had damaged it down to 5 strength.
I literally just killed
You
it.
just barely killed it in one hit.
If I hadn't pushed, I wouldn't have killed it.
Yeah.
I'm so happy,
You guys would have gotten a fun little ranged tentacle attack next round, but
That was
missed out on that.
underwhelming.
Hey,
For you, maybe. I'm thrilled.
sometimes you just blow through it, and it's far be it from me to mitigate your, what was that, 5 successes?
Yeah.
Sometimes there's nothing you can do, and sometimes your players take the whole session to burn down a house, and they get a lot of successes, so you got to give them something. So if you want to feel any more whelmed because you're not whelmed enough, you kind of fought it already in the house. This is a continuation of that.
So I was right. It was damaged.
We were
It was
just followed
absolutely
by
damaged.
a beat up little demon. It was like, you guys trashed my house.
Yeah, the way this demon was generated is it didn't have a lot of strength, but it was strong in other ways. Do you want me to go ahead and reveal what I rolled for its abilities?
So a glass
I
cannon.
mean, sure.
if you will.
Yeah.
All right, so I rolled it.
This is fun.
So you roll, when you make up demons in this game, they have like base sets of skills that you roll on a table for, I'm pretty sure. I have to look at that real quick. But you roll like special abilities, you roll how many attacks they get and what those attacks are. It had a tentacle attack, it had a claw attack, and it had a killing gaze, which is a fear attack that you guys had inflicted upon you. It has a special ability. The one I rolled was teleportation. Can instantly teleport to anywhere within long.
That's
Every other round.
Oh, that's awesome. So where did
that
it
would've been a cool
teleport to
fight.
when we burnt the house down?
I'm not going to reveal that yet.
Oh, okay.
Because you guys haven't gone back. Then the weakness, they all have weaknesses, and this one obviously was sensitive to light. But yeah, like it didn't have a ton of strength, but its attacks, like the tentacles could grapple you.
Ooh.
It had good claw damage. That killing gaze was pretty strong. This isn't the strongest thing you guys fought, but it had some synergies going on, especially with also the teleport, because it could grapple you and then just bamf.
Oh.
But you guys destroyed the house, and you very clearly damaged it with sunlight. And then you just happened to roll 5 successes, which is exactly what you needed to be able to, beat it in one hit.
happy.
It's awesome.
So, I know it feels underwhelming, and it was a fair bit of luck, but, this is hard work. It's just you kind of did a bit of the work last episode.
Roleplay wise, she was just scared out of her mind, and adrenaline and fight or flight took over with massive fight.
That's fair. That's fair.
I have to say, I was scared, but that was a little bit underwhelming. Very nice shot.
For you.
Oh, yeah.
The longer you guys sit here, the more that just dissolves, and then it's just nothing.
Does it drop anything?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't have anything. It's just a diamond.
Well, I guess we don't have to worry about her anymore.
This is the greatest story that nobody will ever be able to prove.
That's true, except for Bill. Because I hope Bill is the one that survived. If they come back and the spider demon's not there, then they'll know we killed it. We'll leave a sign. The friend makers did this.
Carve it into the stone.
Ah.
Yeah.
Achilles she's like, I'm just glad you're not all actually hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I was about to run away there, but not quite. That was scary. I'm spooked.
Piss pants.
No, he died. Presumably, maybe.
Khalees says nothing because she feels like that goes to her right now.
Well,
Well, I mean, you killed it in one shot. I don't know if you have the honor of calling yourself a piss pants anymore.
Dreamin will smack his hands together. Well, time to go to sleep.
Khalees sits there, bloodshot eyes all night long.
Are you actually going to stay up all night?
No, I don't want the sleepy condition.
Oh, okay.
It takes her like an hour to fall asleep.
Do we want to go back into the walls?
We'd have to make camp again, I think, and I don't know if that'd be a good idea in the dark. We already have one here, and the demon's dead, so...
Okay, what's your opinion on all this smoke?
That was fast.
That was fast.
Yeah,
We must be like badasses or something now.
I think we are.
Or at least Callie.
Do we get capes at some point?
We can.
We can get capes.
I already have a
We
clue.
could even get them embroidered with like a symbol of our choice.
Oh, I want a nice billowy cape.
Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I'm sure nothing bad will happen with me wearing a cape.
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Capes are great and very safe.
Capes are awesome.
Especially if you can fly.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or get thrown through the air.
Yeah. I've never thought about throwing one of you guys.
I bet you could chuck us a decent distance, like at least 5 feet.
Maybe.
Wow. What a very short combat.
I know, right?
I both kind of aced it and ruined it.
You did great.
You did great.
Awesome.
You got bottle cap for a reason. Like I knew going into this combat that it wasn't going to be too bad because of its strength being lowered. But I was like, that 8 armor is going to last at least 2 rounds. You know? How wrong I was.
Did the fire arrow help too?
It wouldn't have done anything.
Aww.
Because it was the sunlight.
Yeah.
It still looked cool.
Well,
did
I
look
mean,
cool.
Dreamin' will go to sleep.
All right. You go to sleep.
May I purchase a talent?
Yeah, you guys
Khalid
are all
does have
resting.
nightmares.
Yeah, I bet all of you do.
Just to double check, rank 2 of a talent is 6 experience, right?
Yeah, it's 3 times the rank.
That's what I thought. Awesome.
And it's how many to buy a skill? It's 5 and you have to succeed at it with a roll?
Yeah, it's 5. You either have to be trained or with an NPC or someone else who has it, or succeed at a roll when you don't have it.
Okay. I updated my sharpshooter to 2. I'm tired of penalties for short and long.
Jacob, so you said you upgraded a talent. What'd you get?
I upgraded Fearless to rank 2. I can choose to have damage from a fear attack decrease my empathy instead of wits.
Ooh.
How powerful.
That's
that's
good.
fun.
That's spicy.
Nothing compared to rank 3.
Oh, would you
Wait.
give us a little tease?
Immune to fear attacks.
That's a hefty investment, but
Yeah.
I think we've seen that it's quite worth it.
We have been lucky at this point with fear attacks. Any fear attack that we've faced so far could have easily wiped out our entire party with 3 successes.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Well, I have 4 wits.
Oh, so okay. Most of our party.
Most of the party.
Which one is the parry one?
It is called Defender.
Okay.
And it basically works exactly like fast footwork, but it goes to your parry
Instead
rather
of-
than dodge.
Dodge works differently. Dodge, it's like you have to take the penalty to stay on your feet, but you get bonuses if it's a slashing weapon. Parry is like you can get bonuses from a weapon like a gear die.
Or negatives, depending on what it is. There's
Correct.
Okay.
There's similar rules, but slightly different between
Yeah.
parry and
I'll
dodge.
spend on that, and it's 3 for the first one.
Yes.
All right.
But you'll have to make a wits check unless one of you is going to train Kah'Hune.
I don't have it.
Dreamin' actually could. Dreamin' has Defender.
Then, unless you want to get into that, we can hand wave that and say you train Kah'Hune on how to do it, or have been training Kah'Hune.
Kah'Hune, block this.
Yeah, in the background, you just see Khalid shooting from long distances and hitting a perfect mark. Mm-hmm. Finally.
Set up some spider corpses.
Man, I thought demons were terrifying. They're not that
I'm
bad.
getting a little tired of that shit, Dad.
Of what?
Rubbing my head.
Oh, you just have to learn to parry a bit better.
Don't abuse our son.
He has to learn? That sounds bad.
Hey, Kah'Hune, dodge this. Rock falls on his face.
It's okay.
All right.
I gotta learn him something.
What do I roll to parry?
Melee.
Because I have that and I have a shield.
Oh,
You get bonuses then.
You basically roll your might, but you'll get bonuses from based on what he's using and based on what you're using.
Can you use the shield as like a gear thing that you can click on?
I believe you can.
Okay.
Hey, y'all. I'm super excited about my 3rd rank in sharpshooter.
Oh, what do you get from that?
An artifact to die every time I use a bow.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
and that's like any bow. That's not just
Yeah.
your bow. So,
I gotta survive that long.
all right. So now you guys gotten some sweet new abilities, even cooler things on the horizon. It's the morning quarter day, 25th.
Oh, I get to heal.
Yeah, go ahead and heal up all your abilities.
Thank goodness.
It is the 25th of spring, Wayne. Today is Earth Day. What do you guys want to do?
So, I was thinking, pals,
Yeah.
we could just take that little castle area and make it be our own.
Yeah.
We got a lot of cleanup to do.
Yeah, but I don't, because we do have a goal already, I suppose, going to the Vale of the Dead. But if we fancify this castle first, we could have like a little headquarters or home to work out of.
It's going to need a lot of work.
Who's gonna stay behind and guard it, though?
That's a good question. I haven't read the stronghold rules recently.
What if we left it? Maybe somebody else would set up and then we just bully them out.
Yes, there's a role for that.
There's a roll basically every time you leave and come back to your stronghold, depending on like how many people you have there, whether or not you've paid hirelings or not, what happens. And I think if you leave it empty is the highest chance that someone else comes by.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna set up arrow traps like in Minecraft.
Are you guys going to go back and explore it today?
Yeah, we should at very least go explore it.
All right, so why don't I move you to this new and updated map? So take a nice long look at the map of this fortress that you have found in its default state.
Because we fucked it up.
Because I have an updated map for you guys.
Yeah.
We only burnt down the main building, okay?
So why don't we, everyone looking at it, because I want to transition. It's going to be beautiful. It's beautiful, nice little castle. This is what it looks like now.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's fine.
Yeah.
It's barely noticeable.
Wait, that means we burned it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you said you wanted
we
to
just
do.
burned to like the insides.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it would be like a big
the
oven.
walls were stone, so are the walls still standing and the inside's been burnt out?
So when you come back in, this is all smoldering.
I don't know how
smoky.
stone houses work, so
I thought
A
stone
lot of times,
didn't burn.
I mean, there's a lot of chunks of the stone walls, but like, there's usually like wooden support beams and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah. So, I mean, like, you can have a stone wall standing up, but it's going to fall down on its own if it's not, braced. If you have like multiple floors that are made out of wood in between the walls, if they burn down, then the walls are going to crumble, especially with like the heat and the stress and everything. So,
well,
and a building this old as well.
there is the house next to it.
You guys want to rummage through a burnt husk of a house?
I would love to.
That's a joke, but like, what are you guys going to do while you're here on the burnout husk of this?
Like, I will rummage through it. There's no telling what may have survived.
Okay.
Like if there was a safe in there, nice fire retardant safe with a journal in it that has lore, a couple of gold pieces, enough to start up a stronghold.
Do we have,
something like that?
Do we like find tons of little burnt crisps of spider husks?
You go through. Who wants to make a scouting roll?
Who's got the best scouting?
I have a total of 4 dice.
I have
I think you might have the best, Callie.
4 dice total.
Oh, really?
I have 0, but my wits are 4.
Kah'Hune?
Only 3.
Go right on ahead, Callie.
After all my luck in that last roll, you might want to do it.
Oh, okay. I will roll scouting. Dreamin' dig.
Okay, maybe not.
Can I push it? I got none.
You can push it if you want.
All right. Dreamin' digging through the rubble of a collapsed house is going to push. So, that's the danger. Well, I got a Bane.
All right, so no successes. Take 1 additional damage to strength.
Oh, that...
Because the way I'm ruling this is you're searching through this, still smoldering, burning house.
Yeah.
And you're not satisfied, and you're looking through everything, and you burn yourself on some of the ashes.
I would argue that would be agility, because you wouldn't be able to move your fingers as well. If it was all burnt up and blistered.
Yeah, I would say that I would agree with Drow.
I would agree, but the endurance skill is attached to strength, and I feel like, I don't know. That's
Then it would-
something you would roll if you're going...
It could literally just have him digging through some rubble and a piece of stone falls and hits him.
Yeah, I was going to
That
say,
would
it
be
sounds
strength.
more like he
Yeah.
had stone fall on him.
Either or. Strength is the one I'm saying. The reason that I would say that with fire too is you roll endurance for cold, and I would imagine if you're being burned and you're trying to tough through it, you would also roll endurance. So I could see how it'd be applied to agility, but not in this instance. So you failed the roll. You're not going to find anything special. Yep.
Is that 1 willpower for Dreamin' or 2 because he took 2 damages?
1.
Just 1? Okay.
Yeah. The special extra effect.
I tried, Jacob. I tried.
I'm not throwing out willpower loosey-goosey. But yeah, what you do find, you don't find anything of particular note or special, but in here, you find burnt out furniture, tons of shriveled spider husks. You also find bones, charred up bones and skulls, lots of them. Some of them
they
are
look orcish?
definitely very orcish. Let's say the majority are definitely orcish, but you also find some human remains as well. You find remains of weapons, but very crudely made weapons here. You don't find anything super special though.
Can I sniff through it?
Do you want to make a scouting roll as well,
Yes.
Kah'Hune? Yeah, go ahead. What'd you say, Cap?
I was going to say, I have a feeling that anything of value was destroyed when we burned it to the ground.
Oh, absolutely. There's nothing of value left standing there.
I'm not going to push it.
No successes on the scouting roll for Kah'Hune. But yeah, so we talked about the monster, peeking behind the curtain, but you, Dreamin', and your group here have no idea how it would have escaped the inferno without being exposed to light, but it did.
I guess we'll never know. So here's the gist of how strongholds would work at our point. I don't even know if we have enough money to realistically do a stronghold for real well, or very efficiently. We would have to roll a crafting roll to clean it out, and I guess technically make it ours. And then every week we leave it unguarded. The GM rolls a d6 to find out what happens.
Yeah.
But
most of the time, nothing happens.
No. There's a 1/6 of a chance that nothing happens. Most of the time, something
17%
happens.
roughly.
It could go from rats eating food. No, wait, that's a different thing. It could go from orcs taking it to some other stuff. But we also are going to be very nearby, so we might not have to leave it unguarded for weeks at a time if we wanted to. It could be a decent little home base that we just don't put much into right now.
Did we lose the building that's across from this because of the fire?
Nope.
Or is
got
it just
close.
scorched?
It's just scorched.
Because we could use that as our place to live right now.
Yes, we very well
We're
could.
within brick walls, right?
Yes. Strongholds can have flaws, but I dare say the DM does not need to roll to find the flaw with our stronghold right now. Whereas the flaw is a giant mark on our map.
A giant smoldering pit.
Can I plant a flower garden?
There's a lot of stuff we can do. We'd have to look at that off mic.
I have a question.
Yo.
I see little gray marks up at the top right-hand corner inside of the thing. Are those graves?
Yeah, I mentioned that last time. It was
Okay.
a small graveyard.
I want to dig them up.
You what?
I want to dig them up.
You what?
I would like to desecrate the undead.
I'm sure nothing bad will happen with
No,
that.
we don't need our stronghold to be cursed.
Here is the strong points of having a stronghold. I think it's relatively near where our ultimate goal is right now. We can rest and sleep here undisturbed. There's no risk of mishaps. So basically, it's a permanent camp. The second thing is every time we return to this stronghold once per session and spend a day there, we each gain a willpower.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's fun.
And we could end up doing a lot of if we end up having like a stronghold with hirelings and all that, we could end up doing a lot of that off camera too.
Okay, so I'm going to make you a stronghold character sheet. There's a very important thing that we need to do first. What's its name?
Dreamin will write on a sign, go outside, tap it on the wall, and it will say, "To be determined."
You don't want to think of it right now?
To be fair, this will literally only be a place to sleep and come back to if we're close enough to it. Right now, I don't think we have the resources to make to even start doing a farm or something like that.
No, it should read property of the friend makers.
There we go.
I have a question.
Yo.
Yeah.
What in Borderlands 2, there was a place that you can go.
Sanctuary?
No, hang on. It's in the same like biome area where you meet Ellie, and it starts with friendship.
Is this Borderlands 2 you said?
Yeah, the friendship something.
Friendship
Gulag.
No. No.
Friendship Gulag.
Is not appropriate.
This place does have a name. I'm not sure if Foundry tells you it or not.
We know what its name. Oh, the Sun Fortress.
Yeah.
Burned.
It has it. That's its actual name, but your characters wouldn't know it.
Have we actually called ourselves the Friend Makers in game? Like as characters? Is that just something we call our characters?
I don't think so.
I don't
I
know.
don't think you have.
Okay. Fort Dreamin'. No.
Fort
No.
Dreamin'.
I veto that.
Fort Kah'Hune?
I like that better.
I like that too.
We'll call it Fort Kah'Hune.
Nice.
Or Kah'Hune Fortress.
Kah'Hune's Castle with a K.
Fortress.
Kah'Hune's Castle with a K. Yes.
I love it.
Everything the sun touches will be yours
What about that dark area over there?
after I'm dead.
Okay, let me
You see how the sun touches that burnt house? That's yours.
I can't wait to tell my mom.
Your mom? Oh, your other mother.
The birth mom.
The birth giver.
Yes,
That sounds very bad.
the
Hey,
birth
Kah'Hune,
giver.
I've never really asked. Where are your birth parents?
In the forest.
Which forest?
Which forest?
Drow looks over at the DM.
That slow turn of the head.
You should have seen the expression. There was pure fear. Oh, hold on. Let me pull this up.
Kah'Hune Forest.
All right, so the wolf can roam the Groveland. Hold on. The Groveland Woods and the Fang Woods. Take your pick.
Which one's closer to here?
They're both about the same distance. The Groveland.
Woods.
Okay.
They're in the Fangwoods.
Why did you leave them? Was it intentional to go exploring, or did something happen? If you don't mind me asking.
Why would I mind?
Some people are like that.
That's dumb. I'm excited to be able to leave. Wanted to see shit.
I hear that. The world's a big
Wanderlust.
place. And now you have your own fort.
Yeah, that's so cool.
And Kah'Hune is going to throw his head back and howl.
You wait a little bit, and you hear in the distance.
And he's going to keep on doing it, trying to attract attention.
You only get one. It was way out in the distance.
Everybody gets one.
I'm putting together your character sheet for your stronghold. I probably should have done this before the session.
This isn't a surprise.
Yeah, I had other things I was
We've
trying
been
to plan.
gunning for this for forever.
So, for the listening audience, typically when you hand out as a DM a spot, normally you can either make a spot for a stronghold or you find one that you take over. And typically you want to start off pretty light with things to upgrade. For the sake of the show and moving things along and not having to spend like 2 years playing the campaign to upgrade the stronghold, I chose to do this one after we decided to move on from Weatherstone. All that to say, you guys have a very good stronghold.
Oh.
As in, it has functions in it already.
I was going to ask you about that, but I was wondering if we want to do that off camera.
I'm putting them in, and I'm going to get into that before we move on real quick.
Oh.
Yeah.
Functions.
Functions.
We sound like math nerds.
Oh no, we need to get money to actually hire people. Oh, I'm looking through this book. Oh no.
I read the chapter on
Walt's drinking
strongholds
money is gone.
like twice in preparation for this, and I still feel like I'm only barely getting it.
It comes together, but you've got to.
I have 4 gold.
I have like 2 or 3.
I have 2 gold, 10 silver, and 18 copper.
Okay, so all of you should be able to access the character sheet now. Kah'Hune's Castle.
I love it. The K for C is just wonderful.
If you'll look at it in the building tab, I've added all the things you have.
We have ramparts?
Yeah, look at the giant stone
I know,
walls.
but like I forgot that they were actually in good shape. I forgot the walls were in good shape.
Yep, that's part of what I rolled for the castle. And I didn't even pick that. I rolled that. So you have a stables. Like all of these things are not in good working order right now. You'd have to spend the time clearing this place up.
Yeah, but I can
Like normal.
Yeah.
Oh, look, we have a fireplace.
Well.
How ironic.
Okay, you
the,
continue.
Yeah, the well, if you look at the bottom corner again, is that spring/pond in the bottom corner. So I'm going to let that count as a well.
Nice.
You have the stables that we got into when you explored the castle last episode. You have ramparts because the stone walls are still in good order. You just need to get access to them and clean up the stuff there. And because the house is still in good order, I'm going to give you access to a fireplace. I thought about letting it be an inn, but it's a little too small. So what I'd say is if you want to turn it into an inn proper, I would reduce the building cost, but it would still be a roll in building costs and the talent and everything associated with it.
All right.
But yeah, you have a pretty sweet setup. Usually you only start with maybe one pre-built function in your stronghold. Like if you have a cave or a dungeon, you'll have like a root cellar.
I wanted to call it a fired place.
And then we also have a stables,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Yeah.
Can we get horses?
I mean, yeah.
So like all these things are great. I mean, to be able to effectively use them, you need hirelings and people.
Yes.
And that's going to be a bigger challenge for you guys because you need money for that.
Yep. And I also believe they have to be fed, which would mean, well, I'll have to double check that, so I won't even get into that.
Yeah. So the whole thing with strongholds is it takes time, like off-camera time and money resources. If you really want to build an effective stronghold, you have to have people and you have to have things that generate resources for you or money. So yes, you could start out by like building an inn or whatever, but that'd be really expensive for all the costs. Or you can start out with like a field, you know, or something that like generates food and it makes your castle more valuable to like bring people into. And those kind of things just take time. So I thought for the sake of the show, and thankfully the dice that when I rolled this fortress agreed, you guys kind of get a lot of these things for free. If you want to move the stronghold forward, you still got to play the same game of like building up the base things and whatnot, which is a whole kind of sub game to this RPG anyway. But you're already in a pretty good spot. You got ramparts, you got a stables, you have a well, and you have access to a fireplace.
I imagine when it comes, if we ever decide to do improvements or stuff like that, we'll just say we dedicate this number of days and we'll skip on with the story and do that off camera.
Oh, for sure.
Something like that.
They're going to have to be things that we plan off camera because we could literally sit down here for an hour and just talk about what we want to do with the stronghold.
Oh, we sure could.
Yeah, so, but this is also really important because if you use this stronghold as a base, it's like free willpower. If you come back here and rest for a day, free willpower.
Yep.
And that is huge in this game.
Huge.
Yeah. Alrighty, so it's the morning quarter day. You've come back. What is your plan for this day?
Clean it.
Okay, so that's going to be a crafting roll.
And if you guys want to, you can help me so my crafting roll is even better.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll help.
Yeah.
Rolk will help too, so that'll be what, +3?
Yep.
Yeah.
And this takes all day.
Yeah.
Roll.
But if we make it, then we get access to all the stuff.
Yeah.
So I put on my little
So
cleaning bandana
That
kerchief.
that is about 7 to 8 dice, and I got 2 successes.
Excellent. So jump in if you want to describe this day. What I imagine it as is you're dragging the non-smoldering burnt things out the front gate. You don't have a portcullis with this, but you do have kind of like a drawbridge ladder thing going on.
We have half a moat.
Yeah, you don't have a proper moat.
Yeah.
So you're dragging everything outside, all the rubble and everything away so you can make room for things to do in the castle proper. You clean out all the cobwebs and everything. You clear out all the rubble. You get it all situated. It takes the whole day, but it's nice and bright and sunny out. The sun shines bright on Kah'Hune's castle on the hill. And at the end of the day, part of it was also maybe one of you went to that little house and, got it in good working order, cleaned out all the cobwebs, killed all the bugs, chased out all the rodents and whatnot, got the fire going.
Like a proper Disney princess.
I ate 7 rats.
Good job, Kah'Hune.
And you get everything set up. And as the day comes to the close, it's nighttime. You pull your little wooden bridge entrance up onto this hilltop. Up, you go back in and you gather around your little campfire, or not campfire, excuse me, your fireplace in the house, and you, for the first time in quite a while, sit down in a place that's not a camp in the wilderness, not a tavern at some random town with a questionable name,
Or a haunted ass house.
or a haunted ass house. You sit down in your house, new
Wait.
house, but it's your house.
Or a family with a home.
When you dust out the ash and you light the fire, that there's a home.
Does this mean we have to eat dinner at a table like a family?
We can use TV trays and watch what's on the tube.
Oh, good. That suits me a lot better.
We'll turn on some YouTube tonight.
I have a Hulu subscription.
Ooh, even better.
Just everyone lazed out, plate on your gut, watching TV from the floor.
I'm on a beanbag.
You would.
I have a camping chair,
Oh, man.
What type of chair would Kali have?
office chair.
Yeah, probably. I would like to say that as the day has gone on,
Yeah.
Kah'Hune has every so often been howling loudly into the sky to see if he can actually attract a few wolfkin to see what he's done.
You don't really hear much outside that first howl you did earlier in the day. God, I just love the image of walking up to a castle you see in the wilderness that looks like it's been freshly occupied, and you see like in charcoal crayon writing on a wooden sign, Kah'Hune's castle.
Yeah.
We have a tiny little plume of smoke coming up from our fireplace.
Yeah.
But hey, now that we've cleaned it out, we get to increase our defense rating because of the ramparts.
Nice.
And so that we skipped to the end already, but are you planning to do any more work the next day, or because there's something I want to talk about when you clean it up?
I don't think we really have the resources to do any more work on it. We're going to clean it, we're going to get it functioning, and that's about all we can do.
I put my dried flower in a little vase on the table.
Beautiful. So I'm going to
Wouldn't that
say,
make it like gross
It's a dried flower.
in a vase?
Not like in a vase of water.
Oh,
just
okay.
like prop it up in a vase.
Okay.
Now it's a home.
Display it.
if you guys allow it for the sake of more realism, I would like to say that cleaning out the burnt husk of the house takes another extra day.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Sure.
makes sense.
All right, so I'm going to advance it to another
also,
day.
don't forget to make sure your water's filled because of our well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do we get a willpower, or is it not considered ready yet?
That's up to him.
Yeah, you get a willpower.
Yes.
And
Nice.
I will need everyone to roll for food, though.
All right.
All right.
Oh, good.
So we get full water now.
Every time we stay at this castle, we get full water.
I'm good.
I'm good for food, and I should roll for my arrows.
Yeah, go ahead and do that, too.
And I'm good for arrows.
Yes.
Okay.
I've probably neglected to roll for my arrows once or twice.
So the second day, you're more focused on clearing out the building, and I'm going to advance you through the morning a little bit. Let's put you at noon.
What happens?
You're clearing out the building, and part of that is like heaping dirt on the smoldering bits to, put it out and whatnot. As you clear out the rubble and pile it up to maybe reuse some of the stone, you find a hatch in the ground that has been the top has been completely burned, and it looks like some rubble has fallen into it. But you open it up and you see a passageway underground. What do you want to do?
Oh, now this is interesting.
Kali wants to explore.
I vote hatch.
I'm already down.
Oh no, Kah'Hune, wait! And he'll slide down the ladder like they're doing the cool action movies.
I'm sorry, you said that, and I can only think about the, God, is it a modded Dark Souls thing with the pointy hat that goes...
No, I think it's actually Dark Souls because it's an actual hat.
I just want to imagine as Kali goes down, her hair goes up.
All right, so you slide down, and you see before you a kind of like a dirt tunnel with a lot of wood beam support here. Mm-hmm. The fire doesn't seem to have gotten here at all.
Okay, it's underneath the dirt.
Yeah, and it's very dark. You're going to have to use some form of
torches.
So
okay,
remember that.
I have torches.
You go down there and you see there's this metal door that has been
pried open?
Like ripped off.
Okay, that's more than pried.
Yeah. Like the door is laying on the side of the tunnel and there's a room ahead of you.
Oh, holy shit.
I draw my sword.
Yeah, me
My
too.
bow is readied.
You go in.
Good news, fellas. We're not made of metal, so it can't hurt us.
You go in, and inside you see it looks like a very tiny, almost like a prison cell, but not quite, a little bit nicer, almost like an apartment.
We have a dungeons too?
Ooh.
Or at least the makings of.
No, we have a squatter.
It looks like some sort of accommodation that was very well secured, but it's not really a dungeon because it only really holds it's not holding multiple people separately. It's more like a safe room.
Oh, a bunker.
Yeah. But inside you see human remains. And they're just bones at this point. They've been picked clean. But inside some of the skeletons is like a sickle, and then inside another one is like a spear shoved through it.
Ooh.
Do these look orcish?
No, they're human.
Do they look like they fought or like someone straight up killed them?
No, I mean the weaponry.
The weaponry is very human.
Okay.
But there's nothing else of value. It looks like the place was also picked clean.
No journals or nothing either?
No.
Well, at least we have some weapons.
And there's also an exit to this. Same state of affairs as the entrance where it's been kind of pried off. And if you keep following it out, it looks like it's a dead end. Does anyone want to make a scouting roll?
I would like to.
This is how the demon got out.
But I don't have to be the only one to make a scouting roll.
I can scout too.
I'll sniff around. Sure.
Well,
I scout.
I
got no success on 4
dice and may have gotten a success.
You got success.
One success,
You got 2.
and Kah'Hune got
Nice.
success.
Oh.
You find a little divot in this rock wall in front of you, and you push it, and it hinges open, and you see it's a secret exit. So I didn't add this to your Stronghold's character sheet, but it had been part of when I made it. And I was going to ask you guys, would you want to count this as a dungeon or a root cellar?
What is the advantage to either? I know dungeon lets you keep prisoners.
Dungeon is a dark and damp place where you can lock up miscreants and other displeasing individuals. Your Stronghold can have several dungeons.
Like foxes.
Blah. Effect holds up to 4 prisoners securely locked away. As long as a PC or the jailer, which is a hireling, watches the prisoners, they have slim chances of escape. And then the root cellar.
I kind of want to do the root cellar. I don't see us taking too many prisoners to keep.
The friend makers.
But with the root cellar, grain, flour, meat, basically our food can be stored for 10 times as long without spoiling.
Yeah.
That would be good for us until we get a cook.
That would be really valuable.
Yeah, so I'm going to roll as part of your crafting roll to clean up this place that in the second day when you were cleaning up the rubble, you also found this and got it in a good working order.
Might not do much for us right now, but if we were to go hunting, we could store the meat there and it won't spoil for 10 days. So that's nice.
Oh, how valuable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No more spoiling.
And does this secret exit actually go out to somewhere?
It's let me ping on the map here. It's basically, it leads out this way.
That is also handy to
Can you
have.
reping it?
That'd be the top right side here.
Oh, okay.
Doodly do.
Is this how the demon got out without being burned by the sun?
Didn't we settle on or discover that it could transport?
Yeah, it could. We know it could
itself
teleport,
out of
so it probably
character.
teleported into the cellar.
Yeah. Either that or into one of the other houses.
Yeah.
And it just waited until it was dark.
Clever. But not clever enough to avoid an arrow.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Woo.
One deadly arrow.
All right, so I added the root cellar to your character sheet. Okay, so that's that. You guys, of course, rest the rest of the day. I assume the next day you're wanting to set out again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reluctantly.
But as long as we return here within a week, we shouldn't have too many issues on people moving in.
I'm sure you'll
Still
have-
trying to attract Wolfkin.
Okay.
Ow.
I'm sure you'll have more than enough time. Okay,
sure.
so 27th of Springway now. It is feast day. It's the
Feast
morning. You guys are sleeping in after your long day's work. And you hear, maybe you keep the windows open or something. You hear, "Hi! Hello up in there!" And you hear like rocks being thrown against the wooden drawbridge that you pulled up. What do you do?
I will go out. And I will greet them.
Are you a salesman?
What? No.
Don't you see the no soliciting sign?
Is there no hospitality in Kah'Hune's castle?
Oh, we can't say that.
You go out and you see a dwarven woman accompanied by 6 other dwarves.
Oh, cool.
They are loaded up with gear.
I have to know. I know you're talking.
Yes.
But in this universe, do the dwarven women also have beards?
That is up to your imagination.
Good.
Then they totally
Bigger
have beards.
than the men.
You see
Beautiful
a
beards.
dwarven woman accompanied by 6 other dwarves. They all have like a load of adventuring gear. And they're knocking on the door to your castle. And you'll get to talk to them next episode.
Had to find a cliffhanger, so I fully expected you to have the cliffhanger just be, and you guys went to sleep in your new home.
I'm the king of the castle.
Oh, I just can't wait to be king.
Even if you cut that out, Disney's gonna find us. They're gonna find us. You hear knocking on the door. Bum, 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 bum.
Hi there! Oh,
No, Becky, I didn't sing any of your songs.
here! I'm gonna get you!
I'm gonna sue the shit out of you. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Third Gallon Podcast. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, rating, and reviewing us. If you want to see more from us, check out our website, thirdgallon.com, or follow us on Twitter. We are at Third Gallon, that's THIRD Gallon. You can also tweet at us using the hashtag Third Gallon, and we are on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook with the same handle, at Third Gallon. We also publish a video version of this podcast on YouTube, which you can find on our channel, The Third Gallon. Our ambience for this episode was composed by Michael Ghelfi, and you can find more of his work at youtube.com/Michael Ghelfi Music, and you can support his awesome work at patreon.com/Michael Ghelfi. Our theme music for this season was composed by Alexander Nakarada. You can find more of his work at serpentsoundstudios.com and support him at patreon.com/A Nakarada. That's patreon.com/ANAKARADA. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.